Hi again guys, so we've got another GranTurismo 6 top speed tune for you today, and this time it's for the RUF RGT, which is based on the Porsche 996 Series 911. So you want your racing soft tyres as always. For suspension you want the ride height on 80 front and rear. You don't have to do that, but that's what I've gone for. Springs we've increased to 425 and 10, dampers and anti-roll to 4. Camber I've got a 1.5, but I'm actually going to increase that to 2.5. Because although this isn't a bad handling car, it does have a little bit of a tendency to weave over the road because of the weight distribution. Tow we've got neutral as always. For the gearbox we've got an auto setting of 230. We've rounded off the individual gears as you can see, so just compare that to yours and adjust as necessary, and we've got a final drive of 3. For the diff, low initial torque to reduce wheel spin as usual, high acceleration and low braking sensitivity, all the power upgrades obviously, and although I haven't fitted it, as usual I would recommend using NOS, and obviously you want weight loss. Traction control is of course turned off. And of the RUF models that are on the game, this one seems to be one of the lesser used models. I think probably the least used model would probably have to be the 3400S. But this car doesn't see that much use either by most people. Most people seem to go for the obvious choices of the Yellowbird or the CTR2, but this model doesn't seem to get much love. To be honest, I can kind of understand why, because although it is a quick car, it is nowhere near as fast as the Yellowbird or the CTR2. But, like I said, it's by no means a slow car. Top speed wise, it cruises at over 250, does about 252 under its own power, which for its power is pretty good. It's only putting out 580 horsepower, so for that power its top speed is actually very good. Acceleration wise, as you'd expect from a lightweight Porsche, it's pretty good. Now this tune is mainly designed just for top speed on its own, so there's not much draft potential with it. You are running pretty close to the red line. There's a tiny bit of draft potential, but not all that much. You probably get up around 265 at best with this tune, probably less to be honest, in draft. So as with most of these top speed tunes for slightly slower models, if you do plan on using it for draft and slipstream racing, just extend that final drive a little bit more to improve its draft potential, say by 0.200 or 0.300, and you'll easily get this car to draft up to 280, 290 or even more. Now handling wise, as I said, the car does have a tendency to weave the front end a little bit. It's nothing too bad. It's no GT by Citroën, that's for sure, but it's not a difficult car to control. If you do plan on taking it up to say 290, 300 with draft, I would suggest giving it a little bit more camber, maybe lowering the ride height a little bit more just to help it cope with that. But for these speeds, the suspension is perfect. It rides really well, handles well on the curve. As you can see, it maintains a good top speed on the curve, and it's just a nice car overall. And as I said earlier, for its performance, it is a pretty quick model. So I hope you guys find this tune setup helpful. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I put out new top speed tunes every day. And as always, thanks for watching.